Hello and welcome back to another Understand Your Buyer video. In this video, we're looking at the notion of the nice to have objection. So what is it? Well, sometimes when you speak with people, they can be really nice to you and supportive when you're talking about your business, your product or your service, but this can actually be a problem. You see, we need buyers, not supporters, and we also need the truth. Too many people, especially here in the UK, us British people, are too polite, when in fact they see your offering just as a nice idea and nice to have, but they don't actually want to buy it. So they can give you a little bit of false hope. Say, oh, James, this is great. Oh, yeah, ooh, yeah, please send me some details. Isn't that wonderful? But they don't actually want to buy. They're just trying to be polite and supportive and nice. But that's a problem because, well, we're trying to find buyers and sell stuff to people. So whilst it's great to have people's support, we'd rather have the truth. We'd rather know they don't want to buy it and why not, and maybe we can fix that. So how does it work? Well, if people who need your offering aren't buying and they're making nice noises about it, essentially they just can't see the value of it. They can't see why it's good for them at all or right now. There's a value disconnection issue here, and there's three things we can do to bridge that gap. The first one is to have a QER, which stands for quantifiable end result. So have a quantifiable, numerical, it's often a monetary or a percentage end result, quantifiable end result, not a wishy-washy end result. So we can help you to do this versus we can help you to increase this by 6.8% in 10 minutes. Being specific, having a QER, a quantifiable end result, is the first thing we can do. Second thing we can consider is selling the destination, not the journey. If your buyer is making nice noises but they've kind of disconnected, maybe they're forgetting what you're really selling to them. And we need to reconnect them with that. People don't buy plane seats, they buy holidays. So make sure you're focusing on the right thing. You're selling the destination, not the journey. And the final thing we can use, we've got to be careful here because we don't want to be kind of bullying people into taking action through fear, uncertainty and doubt, through FUD. But maybe they don't know about the bad things that might happen to them if they don't buy. So what are the consequences? If I don't go to the gym, I'm going to become out of shape and unhealthy. If I don't get a clear sales message, I'm going to carry on struggling to communicate to people and losing sales, etc. So what are the negative consequences that your buyer might face if they don't buy? And have you made that clear enough? So by having a QER, quantifiable end result, selling destination, not the journey, and also talking about the consequences, that's going to help you to overcome the nice to have objection. So how can you use it? Well, there's one final thing that you can do to really get through this nice to have thing and really cut to the chase. And that's when you share your ideas, your products, or your services with people, and it can be all too easy for them to be encouraging, say nice things, etc., without really wanting the service or believing in it or even thinking it's any good, but they're just, I like you, James, I'm going to be nice to you. The one way I've found that's really effective is you literally ask people for money. So, oh, you think my product or service is great? Awesome. I'll send you a link. You can place a deposit. You can join my waiting list. I'll send you an invoice, blah, blah, blah. Here's my idea. I'm taking deposits currently. Would you like to leave one? Is a lot more compelling than, here is my idea. What do you think? So the final thing we can do here is to bring money into the equation, because when you ask people for money, to vote with money, essentially, that's when you're really going to find out whether or not they like what you're doing or whether or not they're being polite, and that can help us cut down any wasted time. But obviously, we've got to do it in a polite and respectful way. So that's the nice to have objection. When a potential buyer is supportive of you and says nice things about your offering, but they just don't buy from you. Well, that's it for another Understand Your Buyer video. And if you like this kind of stuff, then you'll definitely like the book, which you can buy at understandyourbuyer.com.